Why are Mexicans much shorter on average compared to Europeans? The higher rice bean diet. Yep, pretty much. Poor protein. It really comes back to protein, you know. And so, and remember, if you even go to Africa, parts of Africa, the people that are involved in agriculture, like maize and stuff like that, they're all short. Any group that's basically involved in hunting or pastoral sort of living, they're all tall. It's simple as that. And so, obviously, for those changes to happen, there's only been a couple of generations, and they're still not getting enough nutrients. Only very much in the 20th century that people are getting, um, you know, like excess nutrients. But that's why there's been a very long time. You take a look at Europeans were much bigger, taller, especially the Nordic like Vikings and people like that. It wasn't accidental that they were great warriors. Well, they were bigger, larger, you know, so they were physically stronger. Simple as that, because they're eating a more species appropriate diet. It's the way that, like the Maasai, why they dominate their region. Nobody will take them on again because of the type of foods that they consume. Simple as that. It's not complicated. We actually see it as the N15 data goes down and the N14 isotope, which is called Delta 14 nitrogen isotope. So that they always use a delta. So, and even with the carbon one, it's delta 12 carbon, to tell you whether it's from a ruminant animal, because it depends on the type of grass that, what the animal's eating. So you know exactly what the source of the animal. So you know whether it's a fish or whether it's a ruminant animal, whatever, the N15, where it's coming from. So, yeah, getting back to what I was saying. So yeah, that plays a role, and it's over a number of generations where those genes become more pronounced. So and that's why it can take a number of generations to shift again. So I mean, if Mexicans, were to be eating a more species appropriate diet for, let's say, a couple of hundred years from now, they would all become very, very tall. In Japan, remember when they introduced dairy, the heights jumped dramatically. Now there, you had a situation where the population may have been a bit on the shorter side, but also um, they hadn't lost all those sort of genetics completely. And so when they actually introduced more dairy and stuff like that had been banned in Japan, dramatic heights, you know. So you had more branched chain amino acids coming in from the dairy product, and that really just ramped up their height. So it was quite interesting what happened in Japan as a consequences of some introduced foods that they used to have in their diet, and then they lost them. Well, they were banned because of one of their emperors decided it was a good idea or whatever,